has started. So today it's going to be a little bit different. I like to mix things up, keep you guys on your toes, and I'm going to play a horror game. Still made with the RPG Maker engine, so it's still made, you know, in the same way as the other RPG games that I've played, but it's in the kind of horror genre, which is going to be really interesting for us, I think, to see something different. And it's one of the good things about RPG Maker is that you can make a whole ton of different games. It doesn't have to just be the traditional, you know, JRPG, Final Fantasy type RPG. You can make a whole lot of different games, and this is proof. So it's called The Visitor, and it is by Snow Owl. And yeah, I mean, I like horror games. I was a big fan of Resident Evil and Silent Hill and those kind of games, so this could be quite fun for me. So, the title screen is nice. It's, I think these trees might be from the High Fantasy Resource Pack, perhaps. Whether he's maybe added a bit of a colour scale on these trees to make them a little less saturated. The title is quite nice, it's quite creepy, and I like this rotating ring up here by New Game, so it's pretty good. And there's movement on the title screen as well, you know how it's scrolling from left to right. It's quite nice. So let's start a new game. Oops, exit, continue, new game, okay. Okay, I like it. Wow, check this dude out. He's not looking too good. He must have had a hard life, poor guy. Yo, Squirrel, how you doing? Nice to see you, man. Are you ready to get scared? Are you ready? It's gonna be scary. Gather around, kids. It's time for some storytelling. Hello, Dan. Welcome. Nice to see you. You got the lights off and the curtains down. Do you guys have your lights off and your curtains down? What time is it where you are? It's like the middle of the day for me, so I can't quite get this room dark enough for a horror game. Hey, LIG. Welcome. Yes, this is a horror game. Then let's start. Let's go back in time to the year 1913. We're going to follow the story of a normal, but yet not so normal family. It all started when the family inherited a big mansion from the mother's now deceased uncle. They weren't rich by any means, but they also inherited quite a bit of money. So they thought, wow, living in a mansion, let's try it out. Ah, the young and foolish. Would there be any stories to tell without them? It's 3:43 in Norway. Oh yeah, that's right, Dan, you're from Norway because you were friends with GGTV. I haven't seen GG stream for a while. I hope he's okay. I think he was ill the last time that he streamed. Alright kids, the Grandma Agatha. Oh, that's a grandma? I wasn't quite sure. I thought it was maybe like a man. Bet it's a grandma. Agatha guides you to... Okay, I definitely did the wrong voice for her then. Because I was doing like a kind of deep voiced guy. It's like an old grandma. Grandma Agatha guides you through this night of horror. You like scary stories, don't you? Because if you don't... Game Travel, the game is called The Visitor. The Visitor. And it is by Snow Owl. And it's a horror game. Boo. Because if you don't, shoot, go away. And I was just saying that I like horror games. I was a big fan of Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Family was thrilled to be the owners of such a mansion. But Trivial, I am going to keep on playing The Corruption of Letitia, which is the game that we played last time. With the Marilyn Monroe spear-wielding woman. I'm definitely going to keep on playing that because I really liked the combat system and how difficult the fights were, so I'm going to keep on playing that when I get a chance. I might start playing that on my late night streams when I do them. Once I finish A Sunken Spire. Oh, Trivial. Thanks for letting me know though. Oh, yeah, this time there is a problem. I did check this before I started streaming, so I don't know whether it's once you go live, something changes, or can I just resize it without recapturing it? Because no, I have to recapture it. That's such a pain. Such a goddamn pain. The Visitor. Visitor. Strange. Game, perhaps? Eek. Black screen time. This is scary for me. This is the most scary part of the game so far. Trying to capture the game properly on the screen. It's terrifying. No! Game capturing. Help me. Save me. Save me from the scary game capturing. A squirrel. It's so frustrating for me because I had some problems when I first started streaming that I wasn't making sure that the entire game window was captured properly, and then I keep double checking before I go live and it seems okay, and then as soon as I go live something weird happens. I really don't understand it, but we're getting there. That's fine. That's fine now. Okay, back to this stupid game. This game window, by the way, is a little bit larger than the rest of them, than the other RPG Maker game windows that I've opened up. No, I just don't triple check, Trivial. I just don't triple check. But I don't think that would even help, because I think it's something to do with going live. They never owned anything more expensive than their small, normal house in a small, normal neighborhood. Even if the bulk of the riches from their inheritance had gone to other relatives, the family could now be considered fairly rich. Wow, so check out, you guys, check out these custom sprites down here. These are 100% custom, I'm sure, because they look so unique and so original. That's really impressive. It's really impressive that he's gone to all that effort to create these. It takes a lot of time. What's Squirrel saying? I'm sure my game wouldn't be such a problem to work with. I'm sure not, Squirrel. I'm sure your game would be easy. Let's see if you fix this. Test. Yeah, so good custom sprites. I really think it's nice. And the maps are good from what I can see. George, let's not break anything now, people. I'm sure everything in here is more expensive than everything in our house back home combined. The mother, Lillian, agreed. Oh, not so sure about narration in games. There's been quite a few games now that have had narration, where there's been someone narrating what's happening as it goes along, and I think the reason for that is just to make storytelling a lot easier for the game maker. It's a lot easier if you can narrate. You know, having a narrator is like a shortcut to actual storytelling, because you can just explain everything as you go. You don't have to show it, you can just tell it. But I don't know, I'm not such a huge fan of it, but we'll see. You heard your father, young man. Be careful now. The son Robert, being raised to obey his parents, promised to do as he was told. Yes, mother. But even the most disciplined boy will not stay still when there's many new things to see and explore. Isn't that right, kids? And as soon as his parents went away, the boy felt the urge to explore. The urge. He's got urges. He's just a teenager. He's got urges, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Teenage urges. The music is nice. It's very piano-y. There's a lot of piano. Check in here. Locked. Run. Wow, he runs super fast. I did fix it, Trivial. I did fix the capture window. Got there in the end. A bathtub. We didn't have one of these in our old house. Didn't have a bathtub? Yo. That must have been a real problem. A washing board. Mirror. An old mirror. It's stuck to the wall. Creepy. Let's check out this painting. This painting looks fairly... Wow. Is this custom artwork? Or is this an actual painting or someone else's? Like, that's really impressive, you guys. If the creator of this game made this himself, then I am super impressed. It's great. It's really, it's awesome. It's fantastic. And creepy, which is good, which is appropriate, so yeah, nice. I'm impressed. There's some text under the picture, but I can't read it. Okay, so maybe that picture is gonna have... There's another picture here. Again, good. I like it a lot. There's some text under the picture, but you can't quite read it. Okay. And this is locked, right? This is completely locked. Okay. So what happens if we try and go outside? That way it's just a bunch of trees. How about this cabinet here? A chest of drawers. There are various miscellanea in the drawers, nothing really useful. Lord Squirrel is saying that he thinks that a narrator is best for describing what a character is feeling by describing differences in their voice, or by saying that they look pained or tired or something like that. A narrator definitely makes it easier for you to... Why do people always move into the creepy, crazy creepy mansions? I've thought that before, Squirrel, in like movies and games and stuff. I thought, why are you even coming here? Like if I came here, I would take one look at it and think, nope, not for me, not today. I'm out of here. Because it's obviously a creepy, haunted mansion. Why would you hang around? A potted plant on a pedestal. It's in here. Outside is green as far as I can see. No other houses in sight. Do we own all of this? You're pretty rich. Locked. You could well own the entire acres surrounding. Better check this door first. Okay, we can go in here. Lillian, I put your bedroom in order, Robert. Don't make it too messy right away now. Okay, she walked right through me. Is she a ghost? A small table. All my toys and very important tools. Your toys and tools? Yeah, that's quite a combination. I wasn't aware that people had such important tools mixed in with their toys. Okay. I can have a rest in my bed. It's quite good. Teddy is happy as ever. Outside is green. Okay. Fine, let's get out of this room. So this is my room. This is Robert's room, who is the main character. Is there a menu? There's items, but there's no like character portrait or anything. Let's save. So the graphics are quite good, like this kind of grainy effect and moss effect around the sides of the window is quite nice. The font isn't too hard to read as well. Washed out colours, black pointed fences, large and creepy areas with tons of weird and disturbing pictures. Sold, yeah. That's my kind of house. That's the house I want to live in. It's weird, right enough. Okay, so we're just exploring some more. This is the dining room. Yup, this is the dining room. Various spices. I haven't seen a few of these before. Disturbing. Various tableware. A small table. Okay, here's what I feel so far about this game, Snow Owl, is that I feel like horror games, perhaps more than any other kind of game, really need a strong start. And by that I mean they really need to set up their, you know, what's scary about the game, what is the potential for horror in this game, right at the start of the game. You know, if you think about the Silent Hill games where there was the car crash and then he lost his daughter, like right at the start of the game, and you were in this really creepy place, it was already quite... You already felt quite pressured and quite scared because your daughter had ran off and you didn't know where she was and stuff, and there was the car crash, and it was all very mysterious. Quite a lot of action at the start. And Resident Evil games as well usually have quite an impact at the start, whether it's like a lot of zombies attack you or, you know, right from the get-go, you're put into quite a scary situation. And this game, I feel, hasn't quite achieved that. Like, it's a reasonably creepy atmosphere with the music and the paintings and this and the rest of it, but I feel like it hasn't quite started with enough of a, you know, scary start. I feel like it could have been more scary at the start, but that's what I think. The cupboard, it's locked. Here it's a standard creepy mansion. Okay, who's this? Is this the grandma? Oh no, that's Lillian. Don't bother me, Robert. A normal kitchen. Cleaning supplies and a cooking pot. I have no use for these. Okay, so this is where I came here before, excuse me. Lord Squirrel is saying that it's nothing really scary or disturbing. So far, wait, I better check that painting. Oh, that's interesting, look at that. It looks like Aris. I like the artwork. The artwork is super impressive. I mean, it's really amazing to me. I think it's just of such a high quality that, yeah, it's amazing. But the problem is, you know, artwork doesn't make a game on its own. There's small text under the picture, I can't read it. You know, having all this awesome artwork isn't enough if there's no actual tension. Okay, tension. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. This game is lacking tension. It's lacking a sense of I'm scared to open doors, or I'm scared to check things in case something jumps out at me, or whatever. It's really lacking that. At the moment, I feel like I can just wander around at my leisure, and I don't feel any kind of tension. So that's what I meant. Lord Squirrel is saying that not to say that something standard or generic can't be good or scary, it's just that it isn't very well done here. Good art though. The art is amazing. Let's go upstairs. Okay, so the maps are really nice as well. The maps have been done to a really high standard. Various dried herbs and bottles with strange smelling liquids in them. But at the moment I feel like I'm just pressing X on everything and getting these meaningless descriptions. I can't even pick up anything, or a stack of expensive plates so large it could be served as the main dish on these. It's quite funny. He could be served as the main dish. An old worn table was probably used outside. I see some dried dirt on the legs. An outdoors girl. You know, I'm pressing X on everything, but I'm just getting descriptions the whole time. An altar, no crosses or anything like that though. Although there is a cross on the cloth that covers the altar. Maybe that's enough to talk to God. Mirror, dusty mirror. Herbs and spices used on meat. Some sausages, ooh, hang on a string. I mean, it's good that you've made the interactions for all the various different objects. A teapot and a simple heater for the teapot, but you know, when's it going to start cranking up, you know? Bottles of whiskey and brandy along with a white teapot. Because this is all a little bit. An empty jug, some liquors, blah 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 blah, you know what I mean? A stack of barrels filled, you know, it's all just very blah, blah blah blah. Through this door. I can't tell what is inside the crate, and it is nailed shut. Filled with flour and wheat. A long shelf filled with bottles. God, could there be any more descriptions in this game? Firewood. The wall seems to be missing a brick. Okay, so this wall is missing a brick. A squirrel. Alien Isolation got away with starting out slow because it was trying to build a really slow burn to discovering that there's an alien on the station, and the constant sounds of the thing moving around and the multitude of trigger happy people are enough to keep you tense until it really starts hunting you in earnest. Okay, Squirrel, but the thing that Alien Isolation has got going for it, and the reason why it can get away with that, is because people are coming to that game already knowing what it's all about. Like, they know there's going to be an alien somewhere, so they've already got that in the back of their minds. They're already thinking, oh my god, there's going to be an alien somewhere in this place, and I better stay alert, I better stay on my toes, because otherwise it might ambush me. So the background work has already kind of been done for that game, whereas in this game, we don't know what's lurking in the background. We don't know what's going on. So there's no reason for us to feel that tense at the moment with this game. So I've got a drink beside me today, so hopefully I won't run out of throat lubrication or whatever. Lube up my throat. Okay, so there's a room in there that's missing a brick in the wall, so we have to find said missing brick, which would be where? Where would that be? I feel like I've explored everywhere, right? Oh no, have I been in here? No, I've not been in here. Yes, I will sleep here. Ho ho. Ah, hey son, would you clean the bath for me? There seems to be something stuck in the pipes. Oh man, I've had such problems with my plumbing lately. It has been a real nightmare and a real horror. My plumbing has been so horrific at the moment. It's really bad. So, would you clean the bath for me? There seems to be something stuck in the pipes. I will try. 2 bottles with father's medicine for his aches. A pot with some flowers in it. Okay, okay. Father's stuff, I'm not allowed to touch. I kind of feel like there's too many interactables that don't do anything, and you just click on them and read, and let's click this at work. Fine. Nice. Not just throwing gory deaths everywhere. I know, man, I just felt like countering the argument before anyone felt like bringing it up, because it almost always gets brought up in these situations. Yeah, cool, man. It's always great to have different opinions in the chat. If you guys have different opinions, please share them, because that way the game creator can see that, like, if I don't like something, maybe other people do, and then that's more useful for the creator if he's got a whole bunch of different opinions to go on. A pair of shields with some kind of crest on them. A rocking chair. These are nice, but I don't feel like using it right now. We are looking for a brick. Various strange tools adorned with jewels and gold. Very expensive, probably. Father would not like it if I touched these. Among the tools, there is one that really stands out, though. A plunger! Okay, yes, we've finally got an item. Cool. Excuse me. Various drawers filled with exotic trinkets. Okay. So, what we have to do now is go back to the room with the bath in it. Old pergaments. Looks fragile. Better not touch it. Opinions are for the open-minded. Such a thing does not exist on the internet. Yeah, if you have an opinion on the internet, you're taking your life in your hands. That's for sure. So I think we've got a plan now, Squirrel and everyone. We are going to go back to that bath. The room with the bath in it. The bathroom, you might say. And we are going to plunge. Like we've never plunged before. Was it this one? No, wasn't that one right? Was it down here? It was down here. Was it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So, bathtub. So I have to use my items and use my plunger. This should make Father happy. Wow, strange animation there. There is something here. I found a key stuck in the pipes. Okay, so now it's starting to get a little bit more enjoyable because I'm using my items and I'm getting keys and stuff. I still feel like it isn't really tense enough for a kind of horror game or for a suspense game. There's not really that much suspense going on at the moment, but it's getting a little bit more enjoyable. So is this for this door? Locked. Let's try the key. Can't use it on here. So there was another door that was locked, wasn't there? Somewhere. It was an interesting animation. It didn't really look like he was plunging the bath, to be honest with you. Just looked like he was kicking it, you know, kicking it with his foot. But I'll let you off. Okay, so it's not for this room. It's for somewhere else. Is it this room? No. Maybe it's this room. Excuse me. Or this room? No. Oh, where do I use this key on? Is there a description on the key? Looks like it would go to a door. So yeah, duh. Best description ever. Looks like it would go to a door somewhere. Yeah, I can figure that much out by myself. This feels like more a slow building mystery game, which I'm perfectly fine with. We don't have enough mystery games around. Yeah, it could be true, Squirrel. It could be that this is not really a horror game, and it's more a mystery game, like a detective game, where you have to try and figure out what's going on, and there's not any kind of jump scares or, you know, real scary moments. It's more just like you have to figure out what the story is, which is fine. Been in here. Excuse me. Do apologize. This door is locked, but key. I definitely can't use it on this door. I definitely cannot use that key on that door. So, is this door locked? No. Have I been in here? I think it's a new room. What's on the desk? Hi, Spooky Mothman. A wild... What is that? Is that Frank or Ralph? I was confused. It's Frank. A wild Frank appears. An impressive looking desk. Various documents can be found in the drawers. There is one weird one. It's written on a different type of paper than the rest. And at the top it says code. Okay, so it's a code. Oh, okay, time to get my pen and paper ready here and write stuff down. The document says 984243. Got it. That'll come in handy, I'm pretty sure, sometime down the line. Okay. Various documents, one weird one, code. I'm still looking for the place where this key is going to open. Oh, whoops, same thing. Spooky. It's too spooky. I wonder what this is used for. Is it a fountain? Yeah, it's pretty weird to have a fountain in like a study where you've got a desk and a bookcase and stuff. It's pretty weird to have a fountain. Can I use my plunger? Oh, my plunger just disappeared. I no longer have my plunger. It's kind of strange. You get like used up by using it, it disappears. I've been in here as well. Other stuff. What's up here? Is there a locked room in here? Is this locked? It's nailed shut. So the key's not going to work on the crate, right? That'd be a bit dumb. No. So we're still looking for this brick here, which we haven't found in our travels. We have not found a brick to stick in that hole. Wait, I better check up around here again and see what's going on. Who puts the dresser in the middle of a room? The creator of this game does. Snow Owl. What have I got? Just a key, right? Just a key. Oh man, I am pretty lost. Let's just go in a circle and try all the doors and stuff. This is open. Can I use it on this? No. Go in here. No, that's not the right way. Go around here. What's this? Books on gardening. No, no. Heater screwed shut so I can't open it. I'm looking for somewhere to use this key on, you guys, and I'm failing. Failing. The cupboard is locked. Ooh, it's locked. Nah. It's not for that either. Man alive. I think, okay, here's what I think, Snow Owl, is that if you're going to have interactions for so many objects, and in particular interactions that say, this cupboard is locked, like, I'm hoping that at some point you get to unlock this cupboard, because otherwise it's very confusing, because you think, okay, so this is maybe where I can use the key. Like, if there's no point to the interaction, if you're never going to open this cupboard, I would say don't have that kind of an interaction, and just, you know, have nothing here, rather than that. A mad person, or a moth person. Because I'm starting to get a little bit overwhelmed by all the objects that I've been able to interact with. Example here, I can interact with this, and I can interact with this, and I can interact with this. So obviously some of these interactions are just for atmosphere, and they're not important to progressing the story, but it's a little bit overwhelming to have so many objects you can interact with on the map. Chest of drawers, nothing useful. Washing board, small stool, mirror, bathtub. Can I use the key on this? Can I use the key on the paintings? Is that gonna work? Nope. I don't think this is... No, you should play mine. There's like 5 people to talk to. Spooky Mothman, you made a game? Oh, feeling overwhelmed, you should play my game. I will, at some point. That way it's just a bunch of trees. Sigh. I'm starting to sigh because I'm starting to feel like this game is not going to be fun for any of us here in the chat room. It's not feeling that much fun to me. Oh. Flower in a vase. Through here. I don't know. Okay, I got this code from this desk. Did the trees trap you in the house? No! You see, Mothman, that's a really good point. If the opening of the game had been where maybe the trees came alive and they kind of chased the family into the spooky mansion and they were preventing the family from escaping the mansion, that would have been an interesting start, and that would have introduced some kind of real tension into the game. But there was nothing like that at all, and so there's no kind of suspense going on here at the moment. It's a little bit lackluster in that respect. Key. Can't use it. You enjoy making fun of it? I'm glad. I'm glad, Squirrel. Books in various languages I don't understand. Is this like Macbeth, where the opposing army hid behind cardboard trees and freaked the heck out of a dumb king? Wow, Mothman. Check out that very highbrow reference there. I like it. It's good. You've had an education. Pair of shields. I'm losing the will to live, you guys. Excuse me. I feel there are too many interactable objects. All of these objects in this room are interactable, and I'm not sure which ones are important, you know, which ones are going to be for progressing the story and which ones are just incidental and not that important. Like, everything is interactable, and I think it's too much. Like, it's just too much, because you can't narrow it down as to, okay, what do I do next? And although there's only like a certain amount of rooms in the house, it still does feel quite like you don't know where you're supposed to go. Because I've got this key, so I picked up a key and I found a code in the study, like a numeric code that should open something, but so far I haven't come across anything where I can even input a code. I haven't come across an interactable that says, what's the code for this, and then you're supposed to enter a code. I haven't even come across that yet, so I don't know what that's for. Hello, Hero! How are you doing, man? Welcome to this disaster of a stream. A stream is a disaster. I'm having a whole lot of trouble with this game, Hero, so maybe you can help us. We're trying our best. Mothman, Squirrel, and everyone. We are trying to figure out this game, but okay, let's take a look again. I've got this very nondescript key that the description is just looks like it would go to a door somewhere, which is not that helpful. So I've picked up a key, and the only locked door that I've come across is, oh wait a second, this door. This door is locked, but the key does not activate in this door. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on. I can't exit because it's like just a bunch of trees, and I don't know, man. Can I use this on this? No. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad, you guys. I don't feel... How long have I been running around this house now for? 143 is a number slang for I love you. Ah, 143, Mothman. 143. It wouldn't be a disaster if you played Valenfell. Is that your game, Squirrel? It's a cool name. I've got a feeling it's maybe up here somewhere in this attic area or upper floor or whatever. Various dried herbs. Can I use the key on the altar thing? An altar. Key. No. This doesn't feel... What about this? A teapot and simple heater for the teapot. No. Wow, only 15 minutes? It feels like a whole lot longer. It feels like I've been playing this for about an hour or something. What's the point of this game? I think Squirrel was saying that it's more like a mystery game, where it's not really about jump scares or being scared. It's more about you just have to try and wander around and solve some puzzles and try and get to the next area. But Trivial, just call it VLC. What does that mean? Oh, Valenfell Chronicles? Yeah. Can I use the key here? Ah, this game is driving me insane. I don't get it. I do not get it. I need your help, you guys. I need your help. Suggestions or like, where do I go? What do I do with the goddamn key? It doesn't work on anything. Looks like it would go to a door somewhere. Okay, wait a second. So it's got to be a door. So it's not for any of these stupid little interactables that don't mean anything. So it's only doors. So all we need to do is just check all the doors, which I'm pretty sure I've already done, but I mean I can try it again. So let's start here with this door, right? Okay, come on, let's be methodical. Oh, did I check that before? Used key. Oh well, here we go. We're outside, cool. Pretty sure I checked that. You found the key to the garden, son. Good job. This is lovely. No other houses anywhere. So different from our old home. Yes, well obviously we live next to a factory. I will be missing those small clouds that came drifting every morning. And those hoodlums making a racket outside. I know. Another dirt for Swan. And those hoodlums making a racket outside every night, sigh. Yes, those days are gone, my dear. I could have sworn that I'd tried that door though, but I probably didn't. So it's probably my fault, and I apologize to you, Game Maker. No, it's so funny. Let's be methodical. Finds the door immediately. That's all I needed to do, Squirrel, was just be methodical. As soon as I started to be methodical, that got it. Who are these people? George, I see you cleaned the pipes in the bath. Good job, son. Yeah, I did with my plunger, and then my plunger disappeared into thin air afterwards. I really would like my plunger back from you, if you stole it. Mr. George. Mr. Daddy. Listen to your father, Robert. He knows what is best for you. What? I'm supposed to go down this well. I looked away for 5 seconds and missed being the final boss. A potted flower. Can I go down this well? Well, I can't see the bottom. Potted flower. A large spiky bush grows here. I thought the mansion had a gardener. Lady garden. Potted flower. Okay, so it looks like I have to go this way. Oh, don't go too far now, Robert. We know this place. We don't know this place yet. Just don't get lost, son. I won't be happy if I have to go looking in the woods for you. You hear me? Yes, father. I will be careful. Okay, we're safe. There's a spooky well in Fatal Frame too. Spooky wells are pretty awesome. Let's be honest. Oh, whoops. So where do I come out? Down the bottom here. Okay. So the map style is different from other RPG Maker games. It looks very different. Hello, Kayako Amaya. Anyone else having weird echoes? Or is that... Oh, you had the Twitch open twice. Cool. Yeah, the artwork style is very different from other RPG Maker games that I've seen. It's going for a more, I guess, realistic look with these pine trees. They're a little bit more realistic than other resources. And I think it works quite well. I think the different types of ground, this kind of grass here and this pebbles or mud or whatever, is quite nice. It's perhaps a little bit... I think perhaps a little bit flat in terms of there's only one level throughout the entire map. There's no like raised bits or sunken bits or you know, hills or stuff. That might give the map a little bit more interest if there was more of an up more of a vertical range in the map, because at the moment it's all just on the same level. But it's quite nice and I quite enjoy it. I can't art like this game. That one was sealed though because a little girl died down there or something weird like that. I just stick to story and characters. Yeah, just stick to what you're good at for sure. They look nice but repetitive, all of them all being identical I guess. Yes, Kayako, good point. Good point. And the music is gone. Oh, it's back. It's quite creepy though. It's changed into something more serious and oh, it's getting darker. Do you guys see that? Is it getting darker? Getting darker. Okay. Hello. What's your name? I'm Swan. I play games. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm a nice boy. I'm a lost boy in the woods. It's getting really dark now. It's getting dark. I should not have come this far from my house. Oh, can't see nothing. Can't see anything ahead of me or behind me. Lost, lost, lost. Where the hell am I going? Literally, hell. Oh, you guys. I'm scared. Spooky scary ass. That's every RPG Maker game, Kayako. Oh man, Frank. Yeah, I need to get Frank with me. Oh. Game over. I'm lost. What do I do now? Shit's about to get shit. Oh no 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 no, father. Wait, what's that? A cave. Don't go in the cave, dude. Don't go in the cave. It's never good. Cave. You gonna go in there? Meanwhile. So now that we are alone for once, let's have sex. Would you mind telling me something? I'm just a bit curious and I'm sorry if this is inappropriate. What is it, dear? I heard from a few of your relatives during the funeral that your uncle had quite a strange death. Do you know what happened to him? It's just that I don't want no house. I don't want no house that's haunted by your late uncle because he can't find peace. Oh, it's fine, I wasn't really very close to my uncle. Last time I saw him was many years ago, and it wasn't really a death that would cause him to haunt anyone. It was an accident. He was out in these woods when he tripped and fell at the edge of a cliff. Derp. Oh, that's a big derp. That's a really big derp. Kayako. Nice how it keeps getting darker. I guess if there's only 5 trees on the screen, then you don't notice a similarity. It was quite a nice effect, Kayako. Yeah, it really seemed to heighten the tension. A cave? Oh, I know. Fell in the well. Lol. His body was quite damaged, I hear. That's probably why they had to close the coffin at the funeral. I see. What's so strange about that, though? Why would your relatives say that that was a strange death? Well, from what I hear, my uncle wasn't really the type to go out in the woods alone. I thought he fell off a cliff. He did hunt sometimes, but that was always with other people and hunting dogs. Hunting swans. When he died, though, he was apparently all alone and with just a small bag with him. A bag? No hunting rifle or anything of the sort. That is indeed strange. That is not all, though. There's more? Yes. Apparently the cliff he fell from wasn't really that high. Oh my god. And his body was quite damaged. More damaged than falling from a cliff that high. I'm sorry, you guys. I was just imagining in my mind, I was imagining that it was like a small tiny little cliff, like a meter off the ground. And died from falling off like the cliff that was only... I'm sorry, that's really silly. More damage than falling from a cliff that height would do. Perhaps he just took a really bad fall. It's possible, I guess. I don't really know much except from what I heard myself. I'm curious about one more thing, though. Yes. It's not that I am ungrateful to your late uncle, but why would he leave the whole mansion to us? According to you, excuse me, you weren't very close to him. I actually don't know that myself, dear. To be honest, I always thought my late uncle didn't really like me. So this guy's uncle was the biggest klutz in history of mankind, is now haunting this place for its own incompetence. Please tell me this game ends with hitting him on the ear. Steady, you guys are funny. We'll ought to pay the money we inherited in repairs, huh? Conversations. Oh, can I move? Am I controlling? Wow, I'm controlling the dad. I'm the dad. Who's your daddy? Me. That's who. I'm the boss of the whole family. I'm wearing the trousers. Let's go inside and have sex. I'll go back to making dinner now, dear. First sex, then dinner. Okay, so... Oh well, that's really interesting. Okay, I really like this. The fact that he's switched the characters. So initially you were controlling the son, and you're now controlling the father. I think that's a really nice mechanic, and it's interesting. Like, I'm interested in it, so it's good. It's good, it's good, good. You're at my house. Die. I hated you, William. It's awesome. Mushrooms in a culvert. Okay, so now that we're the dad, can we do some more adult stuff? Some more adult-only activities? Or is it all the same? Can we do something with these paintings now? Oh, I can read the text now. Wow, the dad has got a lot more higher reading skills than the son. The saying runs thus: from this race shall come one that shall be the mightiest of all. He that is named Moonhound. Moonhound. He shall be filled with the flesh of all those men that die, and he shall swallow the moon. Swallow. Can I take a bath? Bathtub. No, one of these in all does. I like how he has the same interaction with the bathtub as the son did. It's the exact same interaction. An old mirror, it's stuck to the wall. A washing board. Doing adult stuff in the spooky dream mansion. I'm looking for my wife. Locked. Let's see what this says. There's a small text. Within the deep woods of twilight, ethereal misty fingers entwine crooked boughs and mossy roots. The language is so Shakespearean. Spooky. It's very Shakespearean. This fountain is so mysterious. It's a drinking fountain. There's no piping going to it though. I guess it's just decorative. Who has a decorative fountain in their study? Is that really a design choice? Impressive looking desk. So I've got this code that I need to use somewhere. Who knows where? Squirrel, you really want to kill this game I'm playing? Oh, the game that you're playing? What's it called? Is it very frustrating? What's this? There feeds he, full on the flesh of the dead, and the home of the forest he reddens with gore. Quite like that. It's quite literary. And nice. The grandfather was a scary old guy. Be a little worried if my grandpa had such paintings all over the wall. Yeah. This house was... Every morning... I could use some of this stuff. Let's see. Ooh, I got a cupboard key. You guys. Ooh, I got a toolbox. Wow. Okay, let's check it out. CB key. Cupboard key. Key for a cupboard in the dining hall. Got it. Now, that's the kind of description I like to see. I like to see this kind of description because it tells you where to go and what it's for. I like it. Bully. Oh wow, Bully. That was a really good game. I thought for my money, I really liked Bully better than the entire Grand Theft Auto series because I'm kind of a wuss and I kind of can't do that whole just killing people on the street for no reason and all the violence, like the extreme violence, where, you know, and the prostitutes and stuff. It was all like a little bit too much for me, but Bully was more of a kind of scaled down version where you could still go and beat people up and stuff, but it was more kind of more tongue-in-cheek, I guess. It was more comical, and yeah, I really liked that game. I really liked that game. It's funny because in the UK, I think it was called Canis Canem Edit, because there was some kind of controversy around the game being called Bully, and it was being seen to glamorize bullying, and so the name was changed to Canis Canem Edit in the UK, which means dog eats dog in Latin, for that reason. So that's quite an interesting tidbit for you guys there. toolbox. Hammer, screwdriver, that kind of stuff. Okay, so we're heading for the dining room right now. Which is not here. I think it's this way. I think it's down here maybe? And through here? Yeah. Okay, so it's this cupboard. Used cupboard key. There's mostly kitchen stuff in the cupboard. Among them there is a piece of paper though. It reads, I hid the key to the showroom behind the barrels upstairs. Usually when I go there with guests we drink beer anyway, so it's probably the most efficient hiding spot. Okay, so barrels upstairs. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Let's go. Come on, daddy. Let's go. Who's your daddy? I'm never gonna get bored of that. Hero says that he prefers Red Dead. Is that the one with the zombies, Hero? Red Dead Redemption. I don't think I've ever played that game. But is that made by Rockstar too? An empty jug, some liquors, and a couple of barrels of what seems to be beer. It's supposed to be behind these barrels, I think. Let's see. The note said there should be a key somewhere around here. Ah, got it. Got a showroom key. So, showroom. So that must be for downstairs. Okay, now we're starting to get some rhythm here. We're starting to pick up a pace now. Because we're finding all the keys and... No, we're starting to get moving. Used a showroom key. Good stuff. Wow! This guy was some serious hunter. He was a really serious hunter. He hunted and stuffed a polar bear. I mean, that can't have been easy, considering they only live like in the extreme north, like the Arctic in Canada and whatever. And a walrus, and a wolf, and a boar. Yeah, he was really in, and also he killed butterflies. He also killed butterflies and stuck them on his wall too. So he was an equal opportunities hunter. Quite interesting. I know, where the heck did he find a walrus in the woods? He must have gone to the North Pole at some point to kill these two. And for the wolf, he could have got the wolf in the woods, and he could have got this boar in the woods as well. And also the butterflies. Poor butterflies. What did they ever do to him? Far Cry. Red Dead. Zombie DLC. It's a cowboy game. Red Dead has an expansion called Undead Nightmare, and yes, it's made by Rockstar. Cool. This man was a monster. It's a bit kind of like creepy, stuffing all these animals. What's in here? Fireplace. It doesn't seem to have been used a lot. Ladybird, ladybug. A collection of butterflies are stuck on the wall, along with a ladybug. It would need a tool to remove one without squashing it. So this is more American, British, English differences. In America, you call it a ladybug, and in the UK, we call it a ladybird. Which, I've got to be honest and think that the American name makes a lot more sense, because it's a bug. Ladybug makes a lot more sense than ladybird, because it's not a bird. But that's what we call it. What did it say? I need a tool to remove one without squashing it. Okay, so let's use our tools. I don't have the right tool in the toolbox for this. Okay. Unless he killed a squirrel. So what am I supposed to get from this room, I wonder? One of these animals? Stuffed boar. Hunted nearby by my wife's uncle, no doubt. A stuffed polar bear. My wife's uncle was a hunter, so I guess he went on a hunting trip to the Arctic to hunt these. I don't know if people... I think the polar bear might be protected. I don't think the polar bear is allowed to be hunted, because I think it's a little bit in danger, so don't know if that's quite possible. But a stuffed wolf with a beautiful grey fur. A walrus, quite big. These creatures, not like the seals in the ocean around here. Why does he want the giant ladybug so bad? The moonlight ladybug. Wait, you guys, I've got to get something from this room, because there's got to be something new that I can get from this room, right? I've got a toolbox, hammer, screwdriver, but it doesn't work on the ladybug. I would need a tool to remove one without squishing it. I would say that that kind of an interaction is reasonably misleading, because saying to the player you need a tool to remove this from the wall makes the player think, okay, toolbox, I'll use my tools in my toolbox. And then it tells you, if you try and use your tools, a second, it tells you that you don't have the tool for it. You don't have the right tools. So, I don't know, it's a bit like annoying, or whatever. So I can't get anything from this room. Fireplace doesn't seem to have been used a lot. Toolbox. Interesting. Oh no. We've hit a wall again. We've hit a slow point. I thought the game was gonna start picking up momentum now and start to get really fast paced, and we're gonna like zoom through it. Super fast speed. What does this say? Have I read this already? Yeah, I've read that already. It's in here. Been in here, right? I've still got to find out where that code is for. What that code is for. Candles are not lit. Let's be methodical. Let's be methodical. I found it. Take a look here. Various drawers. Various exotic tools. Wait, exotic tools? Exotic tools. Can I use that? Can I pick up one of these from my toolbox? Did I use it? What happened? Weird. Weird. A foreign statue of some sort. A pair of shields. It's not a haunted mansion without a fireplace crawlspace. True. We've got to get in that fireplace at some point and crawl down it. That'd be pretty cool. I would enjoy that. But now you see we're back to the same thing as at the start of the game. You see, the start of the game was really slow for me. I felt like it was like dragging along, and it was like, oh, check this, check that, check everything with X button, you know. And it feels like we're back to that. Do I have to go after my son and try and find him? I've no business in the forest. Okay. You know, because now I have to go back into this stupid house and explore through the entire house and click on everything and use the toolbox on everything, and I don't know like what I'm supposed to use on what. And it's like, oh really? All this again? Since toys, toolbox, doesn't work. It's just kind of repetitive and monotonous. You know what I mean? Because there's no way to know what I'm supposed to do or where I'm supposed to go, and it's not even. What are you saying to me? Dinner will be done in an hour or two, dear. She's not that hot. She's not that hot. Various tableware. There was something in the upstairs bathroom or whatever that was nailed shut. Oh, thank you, Spooky Mothman. Thank you. Okay, so upstairs. I do remember that, yeah. There was something that was nailed shut. And we should try and use our tools on that. Hammer and a screwdriver. So, what was it? Various dried herbs. Small stone plate. I just feel like there's too many. Okay, squirrel. I feel like there's too many interactables, and you have to check. You know, you have to check it all. It takes ages, and you have to read it, and it's like very slow going. It's not. Teapot and a simple thing. Yeah, there was definitely something that was nailed shut. Oh, I think it was inside here in the thingy. I think it was this. Can't tell. Yeah, this. So, items. Toolbox. Yay! Mothman, you're a hero. Squirrel, if you end up wanting to play my game while I'm gone, it's on RPG Maker Net. Okay, Squirrel. Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a go, Squirrel. Once I get the time for it, I'll put it on my list. I found a half brick. So is a half brick going to be enough to put in the wall? I seem to need another piece of this brick. Oh, so we're not really any further forward than before. can you guys remember if there was anything else that was nailed shut, or I think there was something that was screwed. There was something that was screwed tightly shut or something, but I have no idea where that was. I'm sure there was something that was screwed tightly shut. Let's be methodical. Not there, because that's going outside. So let's go this way and check in here first. Nothing else I need right now. Oh, you see, interactions with everything is just so annoying. Medicine, it's not in here. Okay. Here. Books. Thingies. Nope. Don't feel like sitting down. There's too many interactions, I think. Too many interactions. Pair of shields with some foreign statue of some kind. Is it these? Various drawers filled with exotic trinkets. It's not that. Various exotic thingies. Bottles, mixtures. It's not in here. Okay. This dude threw half a brick into a box and nailed it shut. Horror games are weird. That's pretty funny, Mothman. It's pretty funny. Oh, dude, I feel sorry for you guys because the stuff to your head, you're just watching me run around and examine the same things over and over again. It's not that entertaining. An impressive looking desk, various documents we found in the drawers. I've seen this before. Feels like Groundhog Day right now. Doing the same thing over and over. Dun, 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 dun. Not in here. So continue this way. Is this nailed shut? Various miscellanea in the drawers. Nope. In here, stupid bathroom. An old mirror stuck to the wall. Can I use my tools on it? Just check. Toolbox. Nope. Small stool. No. That. This way, this way, this way. It's probably going to be the last room that I check. Probably going to be the last room I check. It's in here. Various exotic spices. Various tableware. Small table. A table. Yeah, I think you just don't need to have an interaction for a table, you know. It's not really that important to have an interaction for it. A normal kitchen, cooking supplies, and blah blah blah. It's not in here. Oh, Jesus. Is this it? Books on gardening. Nope, it's not that. Large maps. A heater. Oh, it's screwed shut. Okay. This is it. Finally. This is it. This should do it. Got it. Another half brick. Yes. Oh, tweezers. Okay, so the tweezers, I'm guessing, are to take the ladybug off the wall in the scary hunting trophy room with all the polar bears and walruses and stuff. Collection of butterflies. Get the tweezers. Tweeze the eyebrows of the ladybug. Got ladybug. Okay, what do I do with the ladybug now? Interesting. What do I do with the ladybug now? The walrus is gonna come to life and kill me. Yeah, so it's obviously becoming clear, you guys, this game is not really a horror game. I mean, when I was walking through the woods with the sun, and it started to get darker and darker, I started to think, oh, this is where the game is going to go. The game is going to start to get more horror type game, but it didn't. It's definitely more of a, how would I describe this game? It's like a puzzle game. Yeah, it's like a puzzle game where you have to try and find the right item to open this item, to get this item, to get this item, to open this thing, to find this thing, to do this. Like, it seems to be very much like a chain of things, and I don't know. I'm gonna hold my judgment in reserve until I've played more. Let's check out the description of the ladybug. The pattern is beautiful. It doesn't help me. It does not help me. Where would I use this ladybug thing? Or side quest, the game. Yeah, pretty much. Where would I use this ladybug? What possible use could there be for a ladybug? Huh? Ha 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 ha. Piano, 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 piano. Piano, 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 piano. I don't know. What inclination did they give you to get the ladybug anyway? What do you mean, Kayako? What inclination did they give you to get the ladybug anyway? I'm just following like a chain of things. What happens is you pick up one thing and then you go and use that on another thing, and you pick up something from there and then you go and use that on another thing, and then you pick up something from there. So it's not like I'm really choosing what to do. It's more like I have to do the things in a certain order. And it's all kind of weird. Examining it said I need a tool to get it down, implying that you probably want it. It's just, okay, here's the thing for me, you guys. But I mean, why would the character want it? Yeah, you're right, Kayako. You are right. You're very much right. So what Kayako is saying is, like, sometimes in horror games like Silent Hill or whatever, you can find items that are obviously to do with solving a puzzle, that have got some kind of inscription or something. Even if they are decorative objects, it might be that the character knows that there's someplace else that they can use that on. But in this game, the character has not come across anything that he could use a ladybug on. And so why would he want to pick it up? Because he's got no reason to pick it up, because why is it important? Why would that ladybug thing stand out from the rest of the butterflies and the rest of the things? There was no inscription on it. There was nothing saying this is a, this ladybug looks like it could fit into an indentation, or it could fit into some kind of mechanism. So there was nothing there to tell the player that this is a special item, or to tell the character that it's a special item. So why would he pick it up, and why would he want it? So that's what Kayako is saying, which is a really good point. It's a really good point. And what was I going to say? I was going to say, if this is the entire game and it's just picking up items and then using the items on the other item, that corruption creator. Don't you guys? I'll get really embarrassed. I was such a derp. Yesterday, it was derping for... It was like Olympic level derping. I was like, really gonna get a medal for that one. Really was gonna get a medal for that. But this, I don't know. Like, if this is the entire game and it's just like, pick up this item and put it into here and then you get another item, it's just... I don't know, it's not... To me, it's not mysterious enough. Like, I don't feel like it's... The mystery is really compelling me to go forward. And the gameplay, there's hardly any gameplay really, it's just picking up items and using them on other items. So I think the graphics are really nice. The artwork and the graphics are amazing. And awesome job, but I am losing the will to live. A little bit, I'm losing the will to live. Stuffed bear. Because at the moment I have no idea what this ladybug's for. I have no idea. And there's nothing to help me. If you examine it, it's just like, the pattern is beautiful. And, so what? What does that mean? I've got half a brick. I've got a toolbox, but to be honest with you, there's nothing compelling me to keep on playing this game. I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered searching around this whole house just to see what the ladybug is going to fit into. Yo, Squirrel, you're back. Squirrel, I'm getting a little bit frustrated and I'm getting a little bit annoyed. Does the woman want it? When I joined it had a really good start. I happened to join right when the forest stuff started through. Sure, Kayako, that was definitely the best part of the game, was when you were going through the forest and it was starting to get dark, and there were the sound effects of the monster, you know, roaring, and you thought, oh, this is going to be quite scary, it's going to be really tense, and it was quite scary. Well, it wasn't really scary, but it was definitely, I definitely felt something. I felt something when I was doing that part, but the rest of the game just leaves me cold. It really doesn't make me feel anything in terms of emotions, and as I said before, the gameplay is just, what did you miss, Squirrel? Well, you missed me getting the ladybug from the wall. I unscrewed the ladybug from the wall, and now we are trying to think of somewhere to use the ladybug. And I've got no idea. I've got zero idea. Excuse me. And drinking fountain. It's too monotonous. All you do is just wander around. Yeah. You're cheating a bit? Check upstairs again. Okay. Because what I want to do, like, I'm quite fair with games. I try and give games about 2 hours of playtime before I stop playing them. How long have we been playing this for now? Let me check my OBS. 1 hour and 14. You know, so I want to give it some time to see if it's going to start to pick up and become more. You're going to do some alchemy or something weird. Put it on the altar. Am I going to sacrifice the ladybug on the altar? You're going to get sacrificed, ladybug. No, I could put the half brick on the altar. Sacrifice that ladybug. Quit. A teapot and a simple heater. Oh, can I barbecue ladybug? An outdoors grill. Let's have some grilled ladybug. Yum. No. Pocket for fuel underneath. What's this? Various dried herbs and bottles with strange smelling liquids in them. There is a note among... Oh, okay, there's a note among the herbs. It reads 1 part spikeweed, 1 part ladybug, 1 part St. John's wort, and 1 part water. Is this a recipe for something? I can see the St. John's wort among the herbs on the table, but I don't need to find that one. Oh, are you kidding me? Do I have to go and find... Okay, so the St. John's wort is on the table, but do I have to go and find the spikeweed and collect some water? I hope not. I do. Oh. Oh. It's not fun to me. Because it's just the same thing, it's just picking up items and... Okay. Spikeweed, so I assume the spikeweed is going to be outside. The maps are really good, the atmosphere is there, sure, but everything is so huge and you spend way too much time walking around and looking for hints, if you ask me. It's too repetitive in a sense, I think. I think you're asking a lot of a player to... You know, you're asking a lot of them to just keep wandering around and trying to find stuff that is... It's not even like you find the... Is this supposed to be the spikeweed in the recipe of Fences? I can't cut the branch. You see this is what's really starting to annoy me. Is I feel like I'm going from item, and then that item is telling me, oh, you need this item. And then so I go to a different item, but it says, oh, you need this item. And it's like this really annoying, frustrating, constant looking for different items thing. You never feel like you're making progress, because every item you pick up needs another item. And it's just... It's all for a heart container. So now I've got to go and find some scissors. And who the hell knows where they are? Oh wait, my toolbox? Have I got scissors in my toolbox? Maybe? If so, that's not so bad. Toolbox. Aww. I don't like this. Where's the stupid door? Your wife lady has the water. Okay. Let's go and speak to her first then. Get that. Yes, yes, you don't happen to have a pair of scissors I could borrow, do you? I do. Don't dull the edges, dear. Oh yes, and give me a bottle of water while you're at it. Okay, so she has both of them. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's go and get that spikeweed now. But you know, it's not even like, here's the thing, right? If there was some kind of puzzle, okay, here's the thing. If there was some kind of puzzle attached to this spikeweed that I had to solve, and that would allow me to get the spikeweed, then it would be a lot more satisfying, and it would be a lot more like, yes, I solved that puzzle, you know, I solved it. I had to use my brain, and had to work stuff out, and maybe use like the paintings. If there was a puzzle with the paintings where it was like, you had to remember what the paintings looked like, and then that would somehow unlock an item. But there's no puzzle, it's just randomly checking stuff and trying to get the right items. You're not actually using your brain that much. You're really not engaging your brain to solve any of these obstacles. It's just finding the right items. It's more luck than anything. So, scissors. Got spikeweed and I've got the water. So let's go upstairs now. And this better be the end of the goddamn fetch quest chain. Mix it, got recipe mix. Dear, are you up here? Over here, Lillian. Dinner is done, but I can't find Robert anywhere. You don't suppose he's still in that forest, do you? I told him to be careful. He better not have gone too deep. You'd know. Can you go and find him, dear? I want us all to eat together. Yes, Lillian, you just keep the food warm. I'll go get him. Thank you, dear. I'll be downstairs. Okay, so this might be quite fun. This might be quite a good part of the game when I get to go into the forest again and it might get all dark and stuff. Let's save. So I'm looking forward to this part of the game. I think it'll be quite good. Robert, are you here? Are you there? Dinner is ready. You better not keep us waiting. No response, huh? Yay, I got a follow. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. whoever you are. I'm sorry I never have my follow notification active on my screen. Oh, it's getting dark again. It's getting super dark. The music is going. This is the best part of the game. This section of the game is the most tense part of the game. You really start to feel like you have to watch the screen and pay attention to what's going on. This is like, thank you, Mothman. Thank you very much. It's like getting dragged to a museum. You may have wanted to go and see things at first, but then when you saw what you wanted, and continued to get dragged around by the rest of your group, even though you're obviously bored. That's what you guys are. You're dragging me around this museum, making me keep on checking everything out. But he has good taste. He does. It's so fun when you get a follower. It makes you feel like everything you're doing is totally worth it, even if you're playing a game that's not that enjoyable. It's a real big boost. You feel like, yes, I should keep on going. It's a museum where you have to collect arbitrary things, so yeah, it's very arbitrary. It's a good word. It's a good word for it. Ooh. Wow, those footsteps have some bass to them. What was that, an earthquake? Okay, so I better keep on going. I'm gonna be careful here though, because something could jump out of me here and scare the life out of me. So it's the same kind of effect as before. It's getting darker and darker and darker. I can't go any deeper. Where the hell is he? Did he get lost? God damn, I don't have the patience for this kind of thing. Yeah, this game definitely tests your patience. What do I do now? Dubstep monster. I can go on. So I think Robert, like an idiot, went into a cave. So we have to try and find where the cave is. Is it up here? This is going to be tricky. It's going to be super tricky. Okay, it's getting lighter again, so I think it might be going the wrong way. It was definitely up here. It was definitely this way that the cave appeared. So I feel like it should be this way. But just check the edge of the trees and stuff. I might be able to... I can't continue this way. I can't continue this way. Okay. Do I have like an axe that I can chop the trees down with? That'd be cool. Mixed ingredients. Use it? No. Toolbox. No. Chop the tree down with a hammer or with a screwdriver. Chop that tree down. I get the feeling the developer is too pretentious for that. Footsteps are just the game maker smashing his head against something. Okay, so I guess it is going backwards then. We have to go back a little bit and see if we can find a different way into the cave. Wait, this corner here? No. This here, what's this? Nothing. Up here maybe? Up here. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. And then you discover that huge polar bear was a cub and this is his angry mom. That'd be awesome. That'd be pretty good. I would deserve that. Although we weren't the ones that killed the polar bear. That was the deceased relative of the wife. So it's not our fault. We just moved here. We've got nothing to do with any of this. Yeah, I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Because this is the exit. Huh. Okay. Let's go back. And the music has started up again. Okay, is the same cutscene going to play again or what? It's interesting that the game allowed me to go back to the house. I would assume that if the next objective is in the forest, then the game would be the game would prevent you from returning to the house until you had completed the objective in the forest. Mothman is saying, okay Swan, you're not gonna believe this. Try me, Mothman. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. I am truly lost in this forest, which I suppose is what the game maker wanted you to feel. No way. Are you serious? Where on earth is that at all hinted at? Is that hinted anywhere that I'm supposed to do that? That's terrible. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry to you, game maker, but it's terrible design because there's no way the player would figure that out on their own. No way on goddamn earth would the player ever think, I've got to use the mix in the soil in the backyard. You just wouldn't. Maybe you would, after about 3 hours, you might have to double check the counter thing where you made the potion. So on the spikeweed thing? No. Just in the middle of the backyard. Tells you to pour it on soil and wait. Oh, okay. Okay, then I apologize, Mr. Game Maker. I apologize if there is a hint somewhere, but I still think it's quite unclear what you're supposed to do. So, am I supposed to pour it? Where am I supposed to pour it? Here? And go inside and come back out? What am I supposed to do here? Oh man, I'm trying my best here, guys, to be positive and to be encouraging. Are you kidding me? It's very specific, like a few steps directly ahead of the door. It's that specific. Like, what do you mean, like 1, 2, 3 steps? It's terrible, man. It's not a good game design. Here, maybe. You might actually have to check the alchemy. Oh, Jesus. This ain't good. This ain't where it's all. Wait. What was that stuff I mixed up earlier for? Maybe there's some documents in one of the drawers. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Yep. Pour onto soil and wait. Okay, I've got it. Pour onto soil, how is something supposed to happen? Probably. But okay, here's what I'm going to say about this is, I thought that this counter here was for mixing the ingredients together, which I did. I mixed the St. John's wort and the spikeweed and the water and the ladybug together. And so if you're going to make the game give you a hint on where to use the mixture afterwards, then I would say make that happen immediately after you mix the items together. Don't make the player have to examine the counter a second time to get that information. That information should come automatically after you've mixed the items together, because otherwise there was no real reason for me to examine this counter a second time because I had already mixed the items together. So I think that's a flaw, and I think that's why it doesn't work. What about those lighter patches at the sides? Okay, guess I will try this. Okay, I tried it here, and it's coming out here. What a horrible stench. It smells like sulfur, feces, and rotten meat combined. It smells horrible. What is that? Do I have to use my scissors? My tools? Oh, are you kidding me? Do I have to go and find something to cut this now? And pick this, and this is... This ain't for me. This is not my type of game, because there's not enough action. Like, I mean, I'm not saying action in terms of battle sequences or fights or anything, but I just mean in terms of, like, let's get going, let's ramp it up, you know, let's start to get some kind of tension or some kind of suspense or something happening in this game. It's just items, get these items, get this item. And what am I supposed to do next, Mothman? Have you got like a guide there? Throw a brick in it. I think the brick is for the hole in the wall upstairs. It works every time. If you guys weren't here, there's no way I would have played this game past the first 20 minutes. You're the only reason this has been fun for me. I'm not saying it's a bad game. Please don't think that I'm being unnecessarily harsh and being just a complete bitch, because I'm not. It's just not my kind of game. But I mean, you've done some stuff quite well. The maps are quite good. The music is good. You see, this is what I'm talking about, Mothman. Because if I didn't have you telling me what to do, this is what would have happened, okay? If I didn't have Mothman in the chat, I would have had to go back into this house and start pressing X on every goddamn interactable, which there are about 1,000 of them in this game. Every room, you know, I would have had to go into this room, would have had to go into here and start going, is it this, is it... Came from outside. Okay, that's... I guess not. That's good. I was caught unawares by that, and I was proven wrong. I don't think the game liked me dissing it that much. So that's quite good. What the heck is this? Son, is that you? Robert. Hey, where have you been? I told you not to get lost in these woods, didn't I? Answer when your father speaks to you. His father... Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I am glad. I am super glad that I kept on playing this far, because this is good. This is good. I've got to give it to you here that this is good. This is super creepy. It's so creepy and sinister, and it's like, I'm really freaked out by this. Like, is that the son? What's happened to him? Is that his brain or something that's just grown out of the ground or whatever? This is really good. This is a really good part of the game because it's super creepy and it's what you really want from a kind of horror suspense game. And what's going on, man? What's happening here? What the hell are you doing in that filth? Get up. And why is the dad not more shocked that he's been transformed into this weird thing? Okay, he's back to normal. Boom. Don't tell me you ate that filth, son. Didn't you smell that? Is something wrong? Excuse me, you don't look too good, son. We better hurry inside and get you some dinner. Okay. The dad is not really reacting to this very horrific turn of events. Rocks fall and everyone dies, that's what should happen. Jesus Christ, son, did you fall and hurt yourself or something? Do as I say and go inside. Your mother was worried for you. Okay, did you drop something? Got a half brick, so now you can finally go upstairs and use the 2 half bricks in the hole in the wall and put that in the thing. Half brick. Okay, I used both of them. Oh, cool. Hidden doors. This uncle of hers really had a sense of drama. Yeah, I am enjoying this part of the game. I think opening up this secret passage here is intriguing and interesting. Here's what I would have done with this game. I would have just skipped the whole first part of the game where it's like, find this key and find that and blah 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 blah. And I would have started the game at the point where the son goes off into the forest, and then you switch to the father, and then the father has to maybe just do that small little bit of getting some items, but not a lot of items. And yeah, I would have started around about that point, because that would be a much more like exciting start to the game. So that's what I would have done. What are you guys saying? That's what should happen. Great father, head, desk. Fuck. Okay, so I guess we go inside this secret passage now. Moo. It's an evil cow. What was that? Ooh. Circles on the ground. Hello, Radiant Aaron. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. What might this game be? This game is called The Visitor, and Radiant Aaron, your timing is impeccable because you have missed the very kind of dull part of the game, which was like, find this item and find this item and blah 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 blah. And you've tuned in at the right time because it's starting to get a lot more creepy now and a lot more like weird. And Squirrel is saying that he would have started the game with something creepier and cut out half the fetch questing. I agree 100%, and get to this point. You've missed the best parts of the game. Not really. Beep, bong. Okay, so that one lights up. That takes it off. Lights up. Takes it off. This one also... Wait. I can't seem to get this one to stay light. This one stays down, but pressing any other one is going to... Wait a second. Locked. Okay, so this one will stay pressed down, but if you press any other one, it will come back up. So let's be methodical. Eh? That seems to go down, but it doesn't stay down. This is like a memory game. That doesn't really do anything, it makes a sound, but it doesn't move. That goes down, but it doesn't... It's probably the order from that desk. Oh wow, you guys are 10 steps ahead of me. Okay, so wait a second. 984243. So is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Ah, hero. You are a hero. Hero. So 9, 8, 4, 2, 4, 3. Did it? Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Maybe it's not arranged in the typical phone, cell phone keypad way. You know how it's like, 1, 2, 3, bottom right is 9. That's not really that good. That doesn't make much sense to me. Oh, like a phone, yeah. I suppose it is that way from the top, yeah. You're right, I suppose it is that way. Yeah, I suppose, it's true. My mistake. My mistake. Okay, so this bottom right is 9. Where's my phone? I need to get my phone so I can visualize it more, like, easily. Okay, so top left is 1. So, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, got it. So 9. Did I press this already? No, 9. Stop screen. 8. 4. 2. 4. 3. I got confused there. Yay! Success. Thanks, you guys. You really helped me there. The room sure was well hidden. I wonder what that uncle of hers wanted to keep a secret so badly that he did all this. Creepy painting. Cool. Like it. One of these pictures here. There's a small text under the picture. It reads, "His blood is black. I'm boiling hot. He gurgles ghastly groans. He'll cook you in his dinner pot. Your skin, your flesh, your bones." Yeah, we did it, guys. That was a team effort. Team Swan. We all cracked it together, which is pretty awesome. Inside the drawer, there are a couple of books on Norse mythology. On top of the desk, there are a couple of handwritten documents. Most of them are descriptions of various herbs. A couple are also incomplete maps of caves, however one of them describes something else. I'm not sure how many of them are there, or even if there are more than one, but I'm determined to not let them have their way. I don't remember much about the initial encounter, but I saw one in the woods a couple of weeks ago. It was close to dawn. I only caught a glimpse of one in the distance, but I will describe what I saw. It was huge. I can't tell exactly because it was so far away and it was dark, but it was probably twice the size of the trees around it. I've seen huge caves while wandering around during the day, which could probably house it during the day. I will try exploring those when I get the proper gear. I went around during the day looking at the tracks left, and the length of the footprint I found was as long as myself. I could still feel a lingering foul smell even though almost a day had passed. Ah, blah blah blah. My dreams during the night have become increasingly bad. The voice in the dreams tells me to do all manner of bad things, inviting my friends over and bashing their skulls in. Or you guys saying, your reward was getting threatened by a picture. This game is on crack. Read. One of the gardeners, stabbing the maid, looking for me, cooking for me, in the back. That sort of things. I'm certain these dreams are the product of my initial encounter. Perhaps I was lucky that I got away quickly. The sun rising might have been my saviour. I may have suffered a fate worse than this otherwise. Still, I fear that the only way to dispel those nightly horrors is to get rid of the source. Get drunk, find a gun. Many of the books describe the ability of the creature to use magic. Of course, I don't believe this. Need a space, of course. Don't believe this. Maybe something in the fluids it secretes that does it. I have read up as much as I could on various books concerning the subject. They all tell different stories about what to do, however. I did find one recipe that I will have to try in one of the books, though presumably the recipe when mixed with the dirt will draw them towards the smell. Perhaps I could make it some sort of trap. It would be a huge undertaking though with the size of the creature. Can't ask for help either. This must be written by Lillian's uncle. What is this creature he describes? This kind of creature that the son Robert transformed into, right? Robert transformed into a weird creature and was got lured in by that mixture that we made. The mixture with the ladybug and the St. John's wort and all that. It's the longest reading ever. I'll think over this tomorrow. It's getting late and I'm getting pretty tired. I should go to bed. So is my son the monster? My son the monster. The game's getting good again. Yeah, I think the game definitely goes from like very low points to quite exciting points and quite interesting points. I feel it's very uneven in terms of how compelling it is. Inside the drawer there are a couple of books on North. Have I read this already? Oh no, phew, I thought I was gonna go through all that again. Ah, this stuff stinks. All dried up sea creatures and some kind of... I know, Aaron, I thought I was gonna have to go through it all again. But luckily, I did not. I heard those types of crystal balls could be used in fortune telling. I hope that's not what Lillian's uncle was doing with it. Yeah, dirty fortune teller. Get out of here, dirty, dirty fortune teller. Don't want any telling of fortunes here. Wait, so what did I get from here? Did I pick up anything from here? No. There must be something I can get from here, right? Inside the drawer. A couple of incomplete maps. Old dried up sea creatures. And some kind of vile smelling soup. I guess not. So it was just kind of a story thing. Okay. And so the house and its inhabitants went to sleep. Already asleep, Lillian? Are you ready for me, baby? It seems like... Wait, they're husband and wife and they're sleeping in single beds separately? Weird. Things must be rocky in the marriage. But for our dear father, sleep was short on this night. His dream was disturbed by strange sounds, and having forgotten to take the medication, his back made it worse. Oh, his back. That's why they're not having any hanky-panky, because he's got a sore back. At last he fell asleep though, but his rest only lasted a few precious hours. No sex for George. Something awoke him. No sex, George. George. Oh, he jumped out of his bed there. Holy shish. What the hell is it, son? Why are you standing like a zombie? Because he is a zombie. Mother called for you. Lillian, but she's right. She's gone? What? What does she want in the middle of the night, son? She's outside. Follow me. It's pretty creepy. The heck is going on here? Why is she outside? Because I think she's been transformed as well. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the son has transformed his mother in a very kind of Oedipus way. You know, if you know what Oedipus is, it's like the Greek myth or whatever story about some dodgy stuff. Wow, he's going pretty fast. Hey, wait up. Tell me what's going on. Or he could have killed his mother. Either way. Where is he going? I just remembered. I forgot to take my medicine. I can already feel my back starting to hurt. I hope she's just at the outskirts of the forest, because I'm in no mood for long forest treks in the dark in this state. Yeah, I got that sore back. Save. Okay. Cool. Hey, I knew it. He's evil. He must be exterminated. Moo. Wow, that cow sounds like it's really close. Robert, where the hell are you? You got to go, squirrel? Okay, no problem. Get the hell over here. Moo. Let's run. Thanks for stopping by, squirrel. It's getting dark again. Robert! Lillian! I'm not kidding around here. Okay. There's the stomach. Moo. Well, moo to you too. Robert, please, I'm begging you, come here. A cave. He couldn't have. Ah, very good. He did, my dear George. George had read the documents, told him about the possibilities of what could be in that cave. His legs were shaking, his breathing was 3 times his normal speed, and his back ached so bad he thought he was going to faint. But his love for his family was strong, and so, despite knowing the possibilities, he entered the cave. Cool, I like it. I like this graphic here. It's nice. Robert. I see you came, father. I'm so happy. Oh no, did he cook his mother? Are we gonna have mother for dinner? Where's your mother? We need to go back straight away. Oh no, he did! Oh my god, I feel sick. He cooked his mother in a pot. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so creepy. I brought her earlier and you've roasted her over a fire. So where is she? Oh, welcome visitor. She is right there. It's big text. Text for the blind. Hello, Fomar. Welcome. How you doing? How are you doing, Fomar? Nice to see you. And we've still got Squirrel in the chat. Awesome. The gang's all here. Who goes there? Where is she? Oh, that's what I knew that. It's what I said. And I don't like it. I mean, I like it from a gameplay point of view because it's creepy as hell. But in a cannibalism way, I don't like it. What do you mean? What I mean, human, is that she is in the pot. Oh, I'm afraid so, Father. Oh, look at these guys in the background. It's just that I need to leave in a couple of minutes to go pick up some friends for my birthday party. Glad it's Friday. Got that Friday feeling, Fomar? Fomar's got the Friday feeling. Today isn't actually my birthday, by the way. That's what you get for forgetting about dinner, women. Yeah, we're just gonna cook you. Just the day I'm having the party. Okay, Lord Squirrel, well, tell me when your birthday is, and I will remember to say happy birthday. I hope. I see eyes. I see eyes too. Blinking eyes. Red, evil eyes. He will do anything I ask of him. You see, I put a spell on him. And now he's mine. Now it's time for dinner. Wow. Oh, they squashed me. They squashed me. Like a 2-minute delay or something. I know, Kyoko. Twitch is pretty bad for delay. So, it's pretty bad. You should, Squirrel, yeah. Do a stream on your birthday. I followed your Twitch channel, Squirrel. So, I'm following you now. So when you stream next, I will be able to stop by. Is that the end of the game? Getting squashed. Should there be titles, credits here? Kinda sounds like credit music. And so ends the tale of the family that inherited money and mansion. Such lucky people, aren't they? Well, sure, they ended up as troll food, but you know, you can't have everything go your way, you know. You know. And that's it from old Agatha. See you next time. Sleep well, children. It's the end, I think. The end. Released by Owl. Cool. Hey, I completed a game. I finished a game, you guys. It's like the first one I've ever finished. Finished it. Woo! Finished it! I'm wondering if there are multiple endings to this game. So if there are like a good ending or a bad ending. I'm not entirely sure what I could have done differently to affect the ending. I think I pretty much did everything and I didn't do anything in a bad way. So I'm not sure if there are multiple endings. If there are, I think that would be really awesome. So let me do my little sum up thing about this game, because I managed to play the whole game, so that's something quite good. So Snow Owl, I think that you've got the bare bones of quite a really interesting game, but for me, it's very much a game of two parts. Like, it feels like for a lot of the game, I was frustrated and, to be honest, a little bit bored. A little bit kind of like, oh, this items thing. What annoyed me was the picking up an item and then going to use that item on another item, and then that item saying you need this other item, and having no way of knowing where the items were, or, you know, exploring every room like 5 times to try and pick up the items. So that part of the game was not really that enjoyable for me, I've got to be honest. But the storyline and the cutscenes and the parts of the game where you got to do all your creepy stuff and your sinister stuff and the horror parts of the game, I thought were done amazingly well. Like, I think you've got the structure in terms of story and in terms of the creepiness. I think you've got all that. It's perfect. You've got it there. What I think you need to do is put it into a more enjoyable framework. So you need a gameplay framework around the storyline that really enhances the storyline and focuses on the story and pushes the player towards that more than just picking up items and stuff. But yeah, this could be a good game.